Hey guys, and in today's video, let me tell you everything that you need to know about the GoPro Hero 9 Black and its latest features. So the GoPro Hero 9 Black comes with a slightly bigger body, so it's wider and taller at the same time. And because of that, there are certain accessories that not gonna fit, like protective housing, sleeve plus lanyard, and roll cage. Generally, I mean all the accessories that you can put your camera into it. But still, it's compatible with the rest of the accessories. Finally, the GoPro Hero 9 Black comes with a new front color display, which gonna allow you to have a real-time preview of your video while you're shooting it, or it can be good for taking selfies and framing your shot. It's such an awesome thing to have if you want to frame your shot, see if you are in the frame. So it's especially useful for beginners, especially if you never had a GoPro before, even though it's very hard not to be in the frame with a GoPro. Also, the front LCD screen has 4 settings that you can customize your camera, so it can give you either a status only or slide preview with some basic information, or you can use the full advantage of the front LCD screen and give you a much bigger real-time preview. Also, Hero 9 Black has a much larger rear touchscreen, so it's awesome to have a quick preview to know what you're recording. It's a much bigger touchscreen when you compare it to Hero 8 and Hero 7 Black. Having 2 screens turn on at the same time, GoPro simply had to increase the battery. So now, the new battery in the GoPro Hero 9 Black offers a 30% more of battery lifetime, and Hero 9 doesn't suffer from overheating as much as the Hero 8 Black. I've done a very specific test about it, and if you're interested, you can take a look on the link above. So obviously it's gonna depend what kind of settings you're gonna use with your GoPro Hero 9 Black, but when I tested out, it lasted on average around 50 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes of one single constant recording. So I think that now 2 batteries gonna be more than enough for you, especially if you're not gonna record constantly, and even if you can just take a 3rd battery. So now the Hero 9 Black has a 23.6 megapixel sensor, and what it allows you to do is to record a 5K video. So what's also cool about it is that you can grab a photo from your video and post it to social media. And it's gonna have around 14.7 megapixels. So the 5K video is like 7 times more than the regular HD, and it offers a much clearer and crisper image. So while editing your video, you can zoom in a lot and you don't lose the quality of your video. So it simply gives you a lot of flexibility in post-production. So the Hero 9 Black can record in 5K 30, 4K 60, 2.7K 120 frames per second, and a 1080 in 240 frames per second. GoPro Hero 9 Black has also Hypersmooth stabilization, which is now called Hypersmooth 3.0, and what it offers now, when you turn your camera slightly to the left or maybe to the right, the horizon gonna be locked within the camera, so you don't have to do it in post-production. in the Hero 8 Black, you had to do it within the app, and with the Hero 9 Black, it's already done by the camera itself. Now you can use Hypersmooth boost across all the resolutions and frame rates with the Hero 9 Black. So it doesn't matter whether it's gonna be 5K 30 or even 1080p with 240 frames per second. Hypersmooth 3.0 gives you boost in all of these resolutions and frame rates. Hero 9 Black has a new sensor and it allows you to take 20 megapixel JPEGs, and if you take RAW photos, it allows you to take full advantage of the new sensor, so your RAW photo is gonna be 23.6 megapixels. And that's gonna give you a lot of flexibility because there's a lot of data saved in the RAW photos. Timewarp 3.0 now has the ability to slow down the time. So instead of recording a regular hyperlapse, now you can play with it a little bit and record it either in real time or in slow motion, which is simply gonna be awesome for travel videos. And finally, GoPro has decided to come back to a removable lens, so even if you break this lens or scratch it or lose it, you can always replace it yourself. It costs around $20 and probably you can get it for at least $10 from GoPro Camp. So what's also cool about it is that GoPro decided to introduce a max lens mode. So having the ability to swap up the lens gives you now the chance to put a new lens on your camera. So max lens mode gonna give you an ability to have a 360% horizon leveling, and no matter how much you move the camera or rotate it, the horizon gonna be perfectly locked. So it also gonna give you a much larger field of view and max hypersmooth stabilization. Hero 9 Black is also compatible with all the previous modes like media mode, light mode and display mode if you want to use it for vlogging and talking to your camera. They also gave us a couple of interesting options like HindSight, schedule capture and duration. So HindSight feature allows you to record your video up to 15 or 30 seconds before you even hit the record button. So whenever there's gonna be something unpredictable happening, you can still have it in your video even though you missed the moment. And that 15 or 30 seconds of video is not being recorded until you hit the shutter button. So it's not taking space on your SD card.
And this is how HindSight works.
Hero 9 Black has also schedule time, which is gonna be great if you are into time lapses and night lapses, because you don't have to waste your time to be there and hit the shutter button and then wait for the time lapse to be finished. All that you have to do is set a specific time, and you don't have to wake up early, you don't have to hit the record button, because everything's gonna be done by the camera. So it's particularly useful if you want to record sunrise or sunset. I think it's a great feature to have because I love time lapses. And what's more, you can set a specific duration during which your camera is going to be recorded. So for example, if you are going to record a time lapse, you can set it to record for like 2 or 3 hours, and then the camera gonna automatically stop the recording and shut down. Alright guys, so what are your thoughts about the GoPro Hero 9 Black? What are your favorite features? Let me know about it in the comment sections below, and for today, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you guys in the next one.